We're gonna be doing a lot of book shopping. I had to put my Kindle down last night and be like, these people aren't real. Fear I'm gonna be in like the biggest book slump in my life after this. It made me so happy. Like, I've been telling everyone this story. Welcome to my birthday weekend, or my birthday week, which is feral to say. But the reason I'm saying birthday week is because you guys are going to be with me for about a week or so. This year for my birthday, I am going to be following in the footsteps of Miss Sarah Caroli, who I love. She's my favourite YouTuber ever. The past couple of years, I've seen her do this challenge every year where, or not even a challenge, just like a really fun vlog where she will reread some of her absolute favourite books for her birthday. Which honestly, watching these vlogs has made me be like, wait, that is such a cute like gift to yourself, because I'm not much of a rereader, to be honest, and it probably is just because of like the guilt of, oh, I have so many other books I could be reading right now, so I never really reread my books. But this year I was like, wait, I kind of want to. I've actually been asking you guys for advice because I had quite a few options and asked you guys what you thought I should reread the most. So the first book we have on the list, I'm gonna be real, I was only looking for one comment to reread this book. This was a book that when I first thought about doing this was the first book that popped into my head, so I feel like I was always gonna reread this. The first one we're gonna be reading for my birthday is Some Kind of Perfect by Krista and Becca Ritchie. This is the 10th and final book in the Addicted/Calloway Sisters series, which is my god tier favourite series of all time. Like, nothing will ever come close to the love I have for that series. I've reread, I think, most of the books a good few times, but I've actually never reread Some Kind of Perfect, even though this was probably like one of my favourite books in the series, because this is the final book and like, guys, there's no plot to this. This is genuinely just my favourite 6 characters in the world living their lives for 800 pages. Look at the size of this book. I devoured it when I first read it because I love these characters so much. I've never read books where I genuinely feel like I know the characters so well. These people are real to me. These are my close personal friends inside this book, so I knew I had to reread this and I am so excited to reread this. I did think to myself, okay, I'm gonna give myself a wee head start reading this before I start the vlog, because obviously it is so big. So last night I was like, right, I just want to chill, read something nice, so I'll get into bed. And I am not joking, in bed last night I read the first 200 pages of this book. I clearly have missed these people and this was clearly the right choice to reread, because I woke up this morning so excited to pick this up again, which is why I literally had to like whip out the camera. A lot of you guys will have heard me speak about this series plenty, but for any of you who haven't heard of this series before, the entire series is about these 3 couples. So we've got 3 sisters and like then their boyfriends. They just become this friend group. So we start out in the first few books, which is like the addicted part of the series. We follow Lily and Lo. They are like childhood best friends. Lo is an alcoholic and Lily is a sex addict. So they, as you can imagine, their relationship is very sort of like toxic and enabling, and you kind of see how they like overcome that to be together, literally soulmates. Then in the Calloway sisters part of the series, we get to follow Lily's 2 sisters. So we have Rose and Connor. They are like academic rivals. Daisy is this young model, a people pleaser. She's just a ray of sunshine, but she has so many mental health problems. Reich is slightly older, has always been like her friend, her protector, and so it's sort of that like age gap, forbidden romance that comes out of them. I love every single one of these characters so much. So yeah, I literally woke up this morning and I was like, I need to pick this up immediately. So I thought I could tell you guys what I'm actually like up to this weekend for my birthday. It's Friday now, my birthday's on Sunday the 21st of June. Ian's coming over to Glasgow first thing tomorrow morning. This is the first time we're seeing each other since coming home from France, which is literally crazy, but yeah, so he's coming over tomorrow and we're just gonna do a little day trip to Edinburgh, which obviously I've been to Edinburgh loads of times, but I was like, let's just go and do parts of it that I've never seen. See that Dean's Village, Stockbridge, all that. I thought we could go there and go out for a nice wee like bite to eat. So that's what we're gonna do. And would you believe it is supposed to be nice this weekend. My birthday, the 21st of June, is the longest day of the year, right? It's like the summer solstice. You would think I get good weather for this. It's Scotland, so usually every single year on my birthday the weather's rubbish, like it's always cloudy and raining and stuff. However, this is like the first year in genuinely ages that I'm getting a good birthday weather, so I'm so excited about that. It's gonna be lovely tomorrow when we're out. Sunday, my actual birthday, Cian needs to leave at literally like 2 o'clock because his flight's at 4, but at least we'll have the morning. Like we'll go, I think we're gonna go out for breakfast or something, like have a wee brunch situation, and my mum's gonna make me Mexican food, which is my absolute favourite dinner. She's gonna do some fajitas and stuff, and then I think me and my 2 best friends, I think we're just gonna go out for like a wee drive, get a dessert or something. Yeah, it's just gonna be a wee chill one, but doing all my favourite things. I think there's quite a lot of little nice bookshops. I mean, there's so many nice bookshops in Edinburgh, so I'll probably do a wee bookshop crawl, get myself some books. I probably won't have loads and loads of vlogging done from those days, but I will try and vlog whenever I'm reading and just like show you guys what we're up to and stuff. In this book, this is like kind of a spoiler, but feel free to skip like 10-20 seconds if you want to, but I don't think this is like a life-changing spoiler. Like I don't think it'll ruin the vibe for you guys or anything. But this book, Lily says to Lo that she wants to try for a second child, right? And literally in my head, my exact thought process goes, oh my god, like I just remember when they were having their first, like it was just so hard for them and like everything they went through. I was like genuine, I had to actually stop myself. I had to put my Kindle down last night and be like, these people aren't real. It didn't actually happen. Like the way I was thinking about it, it was the way I would think of my close personal friends being like, oh my god, they went through a really tough time, like glad they're on the other side of it. But that is how good the book is. It is so much easier to read on the Kindle than this big beast of a book, but I want to read this as well because I can already see I've like underlined so many parts of it. Like I just loved and stuff. Like I remember when I was reading this, I could not stop underlining and like dog eating all the parts I loved. They're all just so funny. Like genuinely, I'm so happy to be back with my close personal friends within this book. Good morning besties, it is Saturday and I'm literally just about to leave to go up to Glasgow and meet Cian. Because we're going to Edinburgh, Cian's just going to get the bus from Glasgow Airport to Glasgow so that we can just like go straight there. I'm so excited. I'm actually just so excited for today in general. We might not be doing a lot of reading, but we're going to be doing a lot of book shopping. Let me show you guys the fit. This is the outfit. Feeling very nice and summery because like I said, by some miracle, it's gorgeous weather this weekend. Who would have seen it coming? Not me. Little reading update. Best believe I stayed up until 1 AM again last night reading Some Kind of Perfect because I'm obsessed with it. So I'm 372 pages of the way in. I'm gonna bring my Kindle with me, maybe for like the train home or something. We'll just see if I get any reading done, but who really knows. Hello besties, from a good few days later. As you can see, the vibes have really changed. We are like in full-blown summer mode now. I thought I would update you guys a little bit about my birthday. I need to tell you this story because this was like the best thing that has ever happened to me on my birthday, and it made me so happy. Like, I've been telling everyone this story because it relates to food, and for anyone who knows me personally, you will know my life revolves around food. So obviously for me and Kian were going to Edinburgh for the day. The question was, okay, where are we going to go to eat? I'd been seeing so much about that Macker's Mash. It books out like a month in advance, so we absolutely could not get a table, but I knew you could go and like queue and stuff like that, so I was like, right, okay, that is what we'll do, we'll just hope for the best. So we went, we did that, got in the queue. The guy basically said it's going to be an hour and a half wait. He didn't actually say that to us, we overheard it. The person in front of us, and by this point it was kind of late in the day. Me and Keen were both shattered, you know, just like walking around Edinburgh literally takes it out of you. So we're like, oh my god, are we really gonna walk about here for another hour and a half? Like, we actually didn't have it in us. So we're like, do you know what, let's just leave it, like, because we also weren't that hungry at the time either. We were like, it's still such a beautiful day in Edinburgh, we'll go get a wee drink, like sit outside, just relax, because I think that's all we were craving, was just like a sit down. So we went, sat down, and obviously literally after 20 minutes the two of us were like, oh, but a Macker's Mash would be really good. Like, I was actually craving it, and we thought, right, we'll just chance it, we'll go back, because by this point it was like 7 o'clock now, and we thought maybe the queue will go down or whatever. We get there, there's like a big group of Americans, and they're saying that the guys just told them that the waiting list is closed for the night. It's gone to the point where it's too long that they actually can't have more people on it, because like the restaurant will be closed by the time like you're getting served. He was like, okay, we better get going then, and I was just like, I literally had a feeling, right? So I was like, no, just stand, like, wait until these American people move. Another couple went up, they asked about getting a table. The guy says, I'm really sorry, the waiting list closed, like, just come back tomorrow. And then we did like sort of get nearer the front, and we saw there was like a sign on the door that said waiting list is closed, right? So I was like, okay, we'll admit defeat. We start walking away, and the guy who works there like comes out, and he sort of catches our eye, and I think, oh, he's catching our eye because he thinks we're gonna come up and ask for a table. So he just sort of like smiled, and then he was like, that, do you want a table? And I literally was like, there's been some kind of mistake, but like, I'm not even gonna question it because I'm so desperate to get a table in this place. And I was like, yes please. And he was like, what's your name? And I said Jen, and he like popped it in the iPad, and he was like, okay, just go through it, because there's like a separate building when you've got a reservation. He was like, okay, go over to the separate building and ask for a table for two for Jen. And just like that, no waiting, nothing, we got a table in this place. Guys, I've never been so happy in my entire life, because I genuinely had such a good feeling about the whole thing. I really need to know if you guys can relate to this, because I've told so many people in my life this, and people will either completely get what I'm saying or they'll look at me like I'm crazy. But I have this thing where it's like, if I can picture something clearly in my head happening, it happens. And if I'm struggling to picture it happening, it doesn't happen. Like, I've had this before where like, maybe me and my friends have been like, oh, we want to, like, let's go on this holiday. We are literally sitting looking at flights, properly planning everything out, and I'll like picture it in my head, and I'll be like, I cannot picture this happening. Like, even if I truly want it to happen and like we're sitting making plans, it's like, I just like can't picture us being there. It doesn't happen. Like, something, for some reason or another, it doesn't work out and it just doesn't go ahead. But if I can picture something happening, it always happens. I'm really getting off on a tangent right now, but like, remember how before I moved to France, I was supposed to be moving to Spain, and then the entire thing got cancelled? And I remember one of the reasons I was so devastated by it and so like completely taken aback was because I was like, I could picture myself so vividly like living abroad. And obviously I ended up living abroad. It wasn't Spain, but like that like instinct was still completely right because I ended up living abroad. Anyway, that is a tangent. I need to know whether you guys experience this or not. But anyway, I fully pictured us being at Macker's Mash, and that's why I kept being like, no, we can't leave yet. Like, we're gonna be here tonight. It was the best dinner ever, I can confirm. At the end we got a sticky toffee pudding, and at the end we were sort of chatting with the guy who was serving us, and he was like, what are you in Edinburgh for? And I was like, oh, it's my birthday. And he gave us a sticky toffee pudding for free. So such a wonderful establishment. But anyway, enough rambling. Like I said, I've got 140 pages left of this book, and honestly, see, as we are approaching the end of this book, like, I genuinely feel sick to my stomach. I cannot stress enough like how much you need to read this series, because I have never, like, this is actually crazy behaviour. Like, what do you mean you feel sick that the book's about to end and you need to say goodbye to your literal fictional friends? I cannot emphasise enough, you need to get on this series. I am gonna go out, I'm gonna enjoy the sun, and I'm gonna finish this book in the sun. I might not finish it, but we're gonna read some more of it in the sun.
Good morning, guys. New vlogging spot unlocked. First things first, I don't think you have ever seen my garden, and I do just need to say these flags are up in like a Scotland in the World Cup way and not a foreign way. Just need to make that clear just in case. As you guys saw yesterday, I finished Some Kind of Perfect. I was like reliving the joy of reading that book, but also like the pain of saying goodbye to those characters all over again, but it was amazing. 6-star read as always. So I thought I would tell you guys what I'm reading this morning. What is going to be our next book or books of the challenge. You guys know I like to have a Kindle book and a physical book on the go at all times, just because I like to read in bed at night, and that's what I like my Kindle for. And it's ideal because we do actually have a Kindle and physical book that I want to read. The first one that you guys kind of voted on me reading was Daisy Jones and the Six, which is so exciting. I was hoping people would say that, and it's so good because obviously with Daisy Jones and the Six you get that added excitement of like you can rewatch the show if you want, you have the soundtrack now. It's my favourite book, genuinely, like one of my favourite books in the entire world. I think this is a masterpiece and I love everything about it. For my Kindle book, I am going to be rereading Play Along by Liz Tom Ford. Play Along is it's the fourth book in the Windy City series, one of my favourite romance series of all time. And this one especially just is my favourite. It's like a comfort book to me. This is following Isaiah and Kennedy, and I just like loved their dynamic so much, and I remember reading it just genuinely kicking my feet and smiling the entire time. So I'm so excited to read this, and I feel like they're quite good to read together because they are quite different. Another beautiful day here in Scotland, so we're gonna do a lot more reading today. Okay besties, reading update time. I've had to come up to the shade because it's so bright and warm down there. But we are 109 pages into this book. It's actually crazy because I feel like I've genuinely been reading it for 20 minutes and I'm 109 pages in. I have been reading much longer than that, but it feels so much faster. Like the time just flies. It's like reading a book like this reminds you how great it is to read a book where like you're not even slightly bored. I just love Taylor Jenkins Reid's writing so much, and especially like the interviewee kind of style of this book. It just makes it so much funnier and so much more enjoyable to follow along with. So even when I was rereading, like one of probably the most like popular quotes from the book, but like still makes me laugh every time, is when Karen joins the band and she's like talking about how it's just like sick of, you know, being in the music industry and how men just like sexualize her. And Billy says, Karen was just a great musician. That was all there was to it. I always say I don't care if you're a man, woman, white, black, gay, straight or anything in between. If you play well, you play well. Music is a great equaliser in that way. The next quote comes from Karen and she says, men often think they deserve a sticker for treating women like people. It made me laugh out loud because I forgot how good that was, and just like all the writing like this, it just tells the story so well, and I think it's what makes it so fast paced as well.
Hello besties. Honestly, why do I feel like this is the first time I've been inside this entire vlog? But as you can see, we're all ready for book club. I'm actually so excited. I'm about to get my dinner and then we're gonna go. I'm just so excited for it. I keep forgetting the actual author's coming tonight as well. The book of tonight's book club is People in Love by Claire Deverley, and she's gonna come and do like a little interview and stuff, so I'm honestly so excited to see that. But I thought I would tell you guys, as you will have seen, we finished our reread of Daisy Jones and the Six, and it is so great. Every single time I've reread this book, I'm like reaffirmed in my love for it and my obsession for it. I feel like this is one of the books that everyone in the world has read because it was kind of one of those books that blew up in like the 2020 book talk. But sometimes I feel like a lot of those books I look back on now and I'm like,
they were not good. Like, why was I so obsessed with that? I can promise you guys, this is not one of them. This is one of the books that really stands the test of time. And if you've not read this, I can't recommend it enough, because literally now you have an even better whole reading experience, because you've got the TV show adaptation, which is phenomenal, one of the best adaptations I've ever seen, like no notes on it. And then also you've got the soundtrack to go along with it. It's phenomenal. We loved this as always. We managed to read a tiny bit more of Play Along just when I was sitting outside, but then I had to start getting ready, so we will probably continue that tomorrow, because tonight we're going to book club, so I'm actually so excited. Literally cannot stop smiling reading this. I love them so much. Guys, I started reading this book this morning and I was like, I'm gonna read for like an hour max. I've been reading for almost 3 hours now. I like started the day literally 50 pages into the book, and I am 219 pages into the book, 60% of the way through. I literally have not put this book down. I love this so much, but we've actually got a real problem because, sorry, like, can I just stop crying? Fear I'm gonna be in like the biggest book slump of my life after this. I don't know how I'm gonna move on from these books, like being back in this world, because it's like the past 3 books I've read, I have had this feeling of like not being able to put them down. Like, I've read so much the past few days, just been reunited with my favourite characters of all time. What am I gonna do now? Like, I literally don't know how to go back to like books I don't know the characters. I'm kind of nervous, but I'm just gonna keep reading this because I am having the time of my life. Okay, besties, I am so happy, but also low-key sad to confirm that I've finished Play Along. Happy because it was phenomenal, like it was everything I remembered it to be and more, but sad because I actually think I'm gonna be like in the worst book slump of my life now. I genuinely don't know like how to move forward from this. Why did no one warn me that this would happen? But this was phenomenal, guys. I actually love this series so much, and specifically this book is just like god tier. I feel like I actually didn't even explain it like when I was telling you guys that I was reading this, because I'm rereading the books, I like figure that everyone else already knows about it anyway. But for anyone who hasn't read this book or this series, Play Along is the 4th book in the Windy City series, which is a sports romance book series. Each book is based on a different couple. This book specifically is so good because we are following Isaiah and Kennedy. Isaiah is a baseball player and Kennedy is the team like physio. Ever since the day he met her, he has been like so down bad for her. Like, genuinely, I don't think it's an exaggeration to say it was like love at first sight for him. He's such like a golden retriever, like flirt with everyone type of guy. Kennedy is just very like sort of cold at first, just very reserved, just because of the way she grew up, and she's also the only woman working there. She's already kind of being discriminated against by her boss and stuff, so she has no interest in Isaiah because she is like, he is literally just gonna like ruin my career. Like, we see him like pining after her for the first 3 books of the series, and I feel like that's why when it actually comes to their book, it hits so much harder, because you actually know how long he has been obsessed with her. Basically, at the start of this book, they accidentally get married and they have to then like fake being married. It's one of the best romances in terms of like tension and the conversations they have and the flirting and stuff, but honestly it's like such a healing book as well. Genuinely, the way Isaiah speaks to and treats Kennedy is like so healing to read. Honestly, he just like made her feel so comfortable in her own skin, and she also did the same for him. Like, they just took such good care of each other. Ugh, guys, I love this series and I love the 2 of them so much. This has low-key been the best week of my life rereading these books. I did not expect to like it as much. Honestly, I was kind of scared going into this because I never reread books, and I kind of thought I'd feel like a bit bored because I'd be reading them being like, I've already read these before, like I want to read something new. This has had the complete opposite effect. I am like scared to pick up a normal book again that I haven't read before because I like miss these characters so much. I've just had the best time and I'm like, how is anything gonna live up to this now?
So wish me luck, guys. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching as always, and I will see you next week for another video.